Soundstripe.
Trying to get a lot of dough. Anything is possible. Turn me up in the headphone.
Soundstripe.
Yeah. Trying to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Yeah. Oh man, I got a lot of goals. Stack that bread and vomit nose. Anything is possible. Yeah. Trying to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Hey. Oh man, I got a lot.
Welcome back to the XandOSports Show. I'm your host, Ricky G. Stanley, and today we have Anthony Moore Jr. We got the luxury of having him. He is a two-time All-American right tackle for North Carolina Wesleyan. He played with me at North Carolina Wesleyan, and shout out to So Icy Collins. And if you can, Anthony, tell us a little bit about you.
Well, you know, like you said, I played right tackle for a few years. I'm from Virginia, but I stay in Louisiana now. And as you can see, I'm a Cowboys fan. You know. But yeah, that's about it.
Okay. All right. So you played let's let everybody know that you start off as a defensive lineman.
Yeah.
And you move to tackle, which you have to be very athletic to do that. So we're gonna let everybody know that. And that's a very unique skill set. So I want to ask this question because I do some research. So is your talent God-given, or is it you had to work for it? Because I heard back in the day you used to just show up 2 weeks before and it just show up at Churchland Truckers and just ball out.
Hey, that's for real. That's what it was. I just showed up 2 weeks before we had to report and do my little and get a little bit in shape to pass the conditioning test. So it's God-given.
When they told me that I was dying, I was like, he just showed up.
Yeah, it's not a lot. It's facts behind it.
All right, so I would say you got your topics, and I know you're pretty ready because like I said, I know you play both sides, offense and defense.
Oh, my fault. My inner goat came out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm ready now. My goat be trying to come out sometimes. It's a full moon outside.
All right, so our first topic of the night, we're gonna go with who is the top defensive lineman right now. We're gonna go 1 through 5.
1 through 5, and number 1 from the Rams, Aaron Donald.
Okay,
that speaks for itself. I mean, if you seen him play, if you know, you know.
There's a bad man there. So who you got at number 2?
Number 2, I'm going to the Cleveland Browns with Myles Garrett.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I like the kid. He dominating. Now he got Klein on the other side. I think it might be showtime. Somebody get one-on-one.
Can't double them both.
Yeah, either Klein go have a career year on his 1 year contract, or Myles Garrett go have a career year. So we go see.
All right. So you got it number 3.
Let me see. Number 3 from the 49ers, Nick Bosa.
Okay.
I like this kid. I like his motor. I like him better than his brother. His brother ball too. Don't get him twisted. But I like Nick Bosa.
Well, let me ask you this: do you think Nick is gonna get the snaps through downs 1 and 2 this year, or it's gonna keep him on 3rd down?
It depends on how he come back from his injury. You know, he got hurt.
Yeah, because his rookie year he balled out because he only had to worry about 3rd down.
But he showed he could play every down. So
I was curious how they was going to use him because when he played Ohio State, he really played defensive tackle because they did a 4-3 defense.
Right. That's how he could. That's why I think he could play all 3.
Okay.
He could play the run because from the experience, you know.
Okay. All right. So you got it number 4.
From the Kansas City Chiefs, Chris Jones. D tackle inside.
Okay. All right. So you said you got Chris Jones. So what made you pick Chris Jones? Is it something that jumped out, or you just like he did some balling?
I just like him playing, honestly. That ain't nothing special. He's just a ball player. I like him. I like the kid.
All right. So who number 5?
Number 5. This could be might be a surprise to you from the New Orleans Saints, Cameron Jordan.
I like Cameron. He actually made my list, but you'll see where he landed at though.
Yeah.
So, and for the people that will be watching this is our top 5. This is not Pro Football Focus. This is what we believe is our top 5.
Right.
All right. So my number 1 is no other than Aaron Donald. Like I said, hands down, he's better than everybody else.
Right.
That plays on the D line, not just defensive end, D tackle. He's better than everybody else.
Right.
I mean, I remember the story when he came out of Pittsburgh, and it was like, oh, he's a little too short. He's not tall enough. We like him 6'3", and then he gets out there 300 pounds running 4.69.
Yeah.
Big boy
moving. He's different.
And he had a big t-shirt on.
Different.
Can you imagine running 4.6 with a 4X t-shirt on? It was holding him back.
Yeah. He got like an 8-pack too, like.
He does now. He ain't have it at Pittsburgh.
Right, but now he do like I get an 8-pack and he's like 280. Like that's
that's scary. And so, like I said, he's big, he's strong, and he's nasty. He showed y'all on Hard Knocks how nasty he can get at times.
Well, you see, he's my number 1 too.
So number 2, this ain't bias. It's just the man is a beast to me, and I'll explain why. Number 2 is Fletcher Cox. All right, so I felt like he was overlooked because he came out of Mississippi State. So I was like, when we draft, I'm like, I don't know about this one. But so when he came out of Mississippi State, he did something that jumped off to me that I didn't catch until like the 3rd year. So he got 54.5 sacks. Not bad for a defensive tackle.
Right.
But he played when he first got drafted. It was right when I think his second year going into it, Chip Kelly came.
Mm-hmm.
Now you go from defensive tackle / nose guard to now you playing on the 5 technique.
And then wide 9.
And I'm looking like, okay, he balled out. He made a Pro Bowl. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I like Fletcher. He don't make my list.
Yeah.
He almost did. But I'm biased. I can't put him up there.
No, I mean, I respect that because like I said, it's some people that made my list. You'd be like, dang, I forgot about him. So then we moved back to a 4-3 once Chip Kelly's out of there. Made the Pro Bowl again, and he was leading in sacks in the defensive tackle position. Like I said, but he went from having a 2-gap responsibility to attacking 4-3 defense and still balled out.
Yeah.
So he earned.
I don't know what happened, but yeah, I'm back.
Right. Cool. I'm about to say so. Matter of fact, I hadn't even went to the number 3 guy yet. So the number 3 guy is no other than Khalil Mack.
See, I didn't know whether he's a slash player or
So they have him listed as a defensive end because I had to look. I was like, okay. So, like I said, dude is nasty and he is vicious.
For the record, if I knew DN, he would have made my list for sure. let's just put it out there.
I was saying because I had to look it out because I had to go look it up.
Right.
Then I had to go list to see what he was drafted at. And like I said, if you don't double team him as a game assignment,
look, you could double team him, and it's a wrap.
I think he got double teamed mostly last year and still hit 8.5 sacks.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, whoo. So like I said, I got Khalil Mack as 3. Now number 4, I have Cameron Jordan. Like I said, everybody look at. I think Cameron Jordan got a lot of dog in him. Everybody look at him as like, oh well, he's playing as a scheme. Things that he do outside of stats jumps off to me. So I'm just like, okay, all right. I like Cameron. Like I said, he's been consistent and he's been balling for years. And like I said, stats holds a lot of weight, but what he does off the field, just plays that he's making, is like I see him take on double teams to free up other guys. And most time a defensive end is not going to do that.
Right.
All right. So, and the thing is, he's from your hometown, so I had to show him a little love. Number 5 is Myles Garrett. Like I said, I think he's only hit the tip of the iceberg. Right. Myles Garrett been balling every single year, and besides COVID and fighting with that quarterback from the Steelers is the only thing that held him back. So I said, if now that he got a full off season, he's COVID free, long as he don't play the Steelers first, I think he's gonna have a good year.
Right.
So now our second question is gonna roll right off of this one. Who is your top 5 D line of all time, both DE and DT?
Okay. Number 1 from the Green Bay Packers, Reggie White.
Who he drafted by though?
Hey, it don't matter. The Green Bay Packers, Reggie White. Who we known for?
Hey, he was known for sacks. That's what he was known for.
Okay.
Yeah, because we still hang his jersey up in the Eagles place now. So who you got for number 2?
Number 2 from hold on. He from Virginia, 757. But Bruce Smith.
Okay.
Let's get nasty out here.
All right. Our list pretty much close to the same. What you got for number 3?
Number 3. He actually still playing right now, but Aaron Donald is my number 3 all time.
I had a feeling you go.
I couldn't not put him up there. He clearly one of the best of all time already.
Okay.
He only played 7, 8 seasons. This is 8th season right here coming up.
I think they said he averaged 5 sacks a season. He gonna
5.5 sacks right now.
Yeah,
that's over 10 sacks a season. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, my number 4. I'm going back with this one. I seen this film, Deacon Jones. Y'all gotta go look up. If you don't know who Deacon Jones is,
I look
him up. I mean,
because they banned that club, but that was one he was known for.
Yeah, and I don't know if they was just unathletic back then, soft. I don't know what it was. He dominated though.
I don't know if it was soft, but because you get a club like that, I don't care how tough you are. I'm pretty sure that club right now where some of them boys out now.
Yeah, he was pretty good back then. And my number 5 from the Vikings, John Randall.
Okay. All right. That's a pretty respectable list. I like that. All right. So my number 1 is Reggie White. Like I said, stats are a beast, but the game that he put up, Lord have mercy. It was like, if you don't double this man, it's going to be over for your quarterback tonight.
Yeah. Mommy, there go that man again.
Yeah, and I'm looking, because if I'm looking at the coach, after he sacked me 3 times, like, hey, we're going to have to run or do something. Play action ain't working tonight.
You look at the coach, I look at my line like, cuz. We got to do something right here tonight now. Come on. Bite him. I don't get trip him.
Hey, I love to watch them play because I was like, I wonder how they would have translated with the ball getting out so fast now.
Right.
But the thing is, if you take the defensive backs and the rules back then, you could put hands on people.
Right.
So if you could jam and grab people, I'm pretty sure the quick game wouldn't have mattered now because they would have held on to the receiver. He's still going to get to you.
Yeah. He had his bull rush was different.
Man,
he had a bull. He had a hump. Like, that's what I wanted to play. Like when I played DN, I'll come like Reggie White.
So
it ain't flashy, but we getting there.
All right.
We come every play for sure.
So number 2, I got Bruce Smith. Like I said, he was dominant. Like I said, he brought it every play and every game. I never really saw him take plays off. That's one thing that I liked about him because I was like, he had a lot of sacks, but you got to remember at one time, the Bills was a team that had to be recognized.
Right.
But
somebody, they couldn't beat somebody. I don't know who. I don't know who they couldn't beat, but they couldn't beat somebody.
If I ain't mistaken, I think they lost 3 Super Bowls and 2 of them won't to y'all. All right, so number 3, I got the nasty junkyard dog, Deacon Jones. Like I said, he was nasty. He club you, he rip you, he'll step on your face if you get in the way. Like he's gonna get you by any means necessary.
Right.
Number 4, I got the Mean Joe Green.
Yeah, I want to go there too, but yeah.
And so like I had to go back and look at his game because like I said, a lot of stuff they don't really show it now, but he was like some of the moves that he did, other people were famous for. Yeah. And then number 5, this dude was the most athletic specimen that I had seen in a long time. Like I said, that was Julius Peppers. He made my number 5. Like I said, Aaron Donald, when he gets to the point he hang those cleats up, he'll make this list easy.
Right.
But Julius Peppers, I remember I watched him play. I think he was playing for the Bears. No, sorry, he was playing against the Bears, and I saw that he bull rushed the tight end into the tackle, and the running back tried to chip him, and he still had the sack. I'm looking like, if you can't stop that man with 3 people, like, you might as well call it a day.
You're right.
Because I'm just like, because if you have the way it was set up is like, okay, cool, we got a tight end and a tackle, so at least the tight end can chip him and give the tackle some help. He pushed the tight end into the tackle and run the back over and grab the quarterback. I'm looking like, all right, man, just go and get him the title. Now, I did have one honorable mention, though. They had one honorable mention, and that was, of course, my boy from the U, Warren Sapp. When I look at prototypical positions, and I was like, okay, if I gotta mask a player, that's like he made an honorable mention. He won't beat out these top 5, but if I had to take a player and show them some tape, like, hey, I want you to do this, it's gonna be between Warren Sapp, Nasty Days, and Aaron Donald. Another thing is, Aaron Donald is way more athletic to me than Warren Sapp, but Warren Sapp was I think he was classified as a true nose guard, though.
Nah, I like him at a 3.
Yeah, okay.
He if he 1-on-1 with the guard, it's showtime. he was at the time he was too fast for him.
Yeah,
think about it. I like Warren, but yeah, he changed the tackle position.
Yeah,
to me,
I feel like if it wasn't for him, they wouldn't be getting paid $100 million right now.
Yeah, he was a pretty. All
right, so now this is the one that's gonna get real interesting. Now, I did a video. I forgot. I don't know if it was with Donovan or somebody else, but I had my my conferences lined up.
Right.
And so, like I said, I had an asterisk by 1 but I'll tell you about that once I get to them. But we're gonna go over each conference and who you got coming out.
My AFC was between 2 teams.
Okay.
I had to go with the Chiefs because it's hard to, they might score 50 points on you. Let's be real about it. It's a good chance. They guarantee 21 points. That's how I feel anyway.
Yeah.
And I like the Bills, man.
Okay.
I like Buffalo. I really do.
Okay. So who do you have for NFC?
Well, I always want, well, listen, I got Tampa Bay coming out. They brought everybody back. It's hard to pick against a Super Bowl champ. They brought everybody back. And some key backups. Like it's hard to go against that.
Yeah. I said that's a lot of chemistry there.
With a full offseason this year too. Oh.
And Antonio Brown gonna play all 16 games.
And Tom Brady is still Tom Brady. People say what they want.
Yeah, and I'm one of those people that can't stand Tom Brady, but hey, I gotta give that man his respect because.
And then Fournette started running at the end of the year too. Man,
that guy, he should have been better than what he is, but
hey, he coming out now. That's all that matters.
Yeah, because I had him actually ahead of. This is 3 years ago now, so don't y'all cut my head off. I had him ahead of Henry before Henry became Henry.
Right.
Because if you saw the way he was coming out of LSU, I'm like, he gonna kill the league. I don't know if it was injury or just not wanting to just ball out, but even with Henry, I gave him a lot of flack because he didn't start running like that until 2 years ago.
Right.
He had 1,000 yards. He 250. He should have had 1,000 before week 10.
Right.
So now he's finally getting it because I was like, he kept trying to run like he a small back. I'm like, boy, you can't sneak out from nobody.
Yeah. Then he run high too.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. If I was a free safety, he running like that, I'll eat his food. But now he done figured out that stiff arm, so you got it. So
you better try to grab an ankle and spin or something.
That's about it. Because hold on. Now I seen one person lay the wood to him, and it was a dude from the Steelers. I mean, he come up Oklahoma drill on the goal line, and drops Henry. They say that TJ Watt hit the thigh first and slowed him down, but I'm looking like that's still a freight train.
Yeah.
So he drops Henry,
but it's a little different before he get going. Because once he get going, it's a whole nother ball game there.
So this is the thing: he drops Henry, but he's out for 6 weeks for the broken collarbone.
Right.
Who won that?
Yeah.
Like you can wear that scar for the rest of your life. So when I did mine, I broke it down per little area. But what we're gonna do is, if you're still available and later in the year, we're gonna go through each part of the conference and we're gonna see who comes out for the playoffs.
Exactly.
So I got AFC East, I got the Bills and the Pats coming out. I don't give the Jets a shot in you know where. Nope. No, I don't.
The Pats.
So I got
You
the
think
Pats.
Mac Jones will?
I feel like Mac Jones is gonna be the reincarnation of Tom Brady. He's accurate. He ain't gonna go outside of what he does. Like he ain't gonna try to run no option read. I feel like
he's a game manager.
Yeah. And to be honest, that's really what Tom was the first 3 years.
True.
He had Corey Dillon running. You know, like he gotta do but hand it off and play action. But once he got Gronk, Edelman, Randy Moss, all those guys, that's when he became Tom. Kind of like the way they developed Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson was a play action guy with beast mode running hard those first 3 years. When beast mode retires, then Earl Thomas and those boys lead, and then you got Russell Wilson airing that thing out.
Right.
So, like I said, they developed them right. That's why I get upset when I don't see guys allow their quarterbacks to develop. You try to put him out there, let him throw it 5,000 times. I'm looking like, man, his arm gonna fall off. His legs gonna start giving out if he got to run. But So for the AFC West, I got the Chiefs and the Chargers coming out. This would be the year if John Gruden don't make the playoffs, they're gonna cut that 10-yard contract up and get him out of there. This is about to be year 4, and I don't think he made the playoffs none of these years so far.
Nope. He almost made it his second year, I think it was.
Hey, you like R&B, right?
Yeah.
What Brandy say? Almost doesn't count. So we got AFC North. I got the Browns and the Ravens coming out of that one.
I got the Browns.
Yeah,
I like them. I do. As long as Odell Beckham don't cry for the ball and Baker just play football. Cause when Odell got hurt, Baker started balling.
Yeah, because he
didn't have to force it to him.
Exactly. It's kind of like what happened with Dez Bryant. When y'all stopped forcing it to Dez, y'all became a better pass team. Yeah.
Yep.
I think they're gonna end up trading Odell because he's gonna mess up the chemistry. Like last year, I felt like Baker was like number 7 in my eyes in the top quarterbacks by the end of the season. Like I said, just off the stats he's playing.
Right, it's back in the season. He was balling.
Yeah, and I saw him make a throw in the preseason. I was like, okay, rolling to the left, dropping a dime on the run, 30 yards out. I was like, all right, Baker.
Like you said, they got to beat Baltimore, Action Jackson back there.
And I think the Browns would give the Chiefs the most trouble this year. Good offensive line. They got a defense that can get after you.
That D-line coming. You're right. They might.
I think they're giving the most trouble. Now, I don't know if they're going to beat them out and go to the Super Bowl, but I think that'll be their most competition. And for the AFC South, which I feel like they're weak outside the Titans, I got the Titans. But unfortunately, I had to roll the dice and say the Colts if Carson Wentz somehow plays.
Carson Wentz sucks.
And you have no pushback from me.
Coming up there, I'm on record saying this. Carson Wentz sucks. Nah, he all right though. He decent. He decent when he want to be.
Keyword decent. Like I tell people with the Carson Wentz thing, he was only as good as Frank Wright. And
but
Frank Wright,
what is he gonna run in? Well, they got a good running back with Taylor.
They got 2 good running backs.
He might be all right. Think about it. He ain't got to air it out every down.
Yeah, so they got 2 running backs. They got 2 good tight ends, and T.Y. Hilton is going to be kind of like your third option.
T.Y. Hilton always hurt, man.
He's a small guy. He's a small guy.
I like the kid though. Like he used to be killing on man. He was super fast. He used to be killing, but he always get hurt, man.
Hey man, you can't be that small still playing the league, man. He about 10 years in too. Hey, and he plays on turf. That hurts when you fall on that turf.
That's true.
So we're gonna go to the NFC first. We're gonna go ahead and get it out of the way. I got the Eagles and the Cowboys coming out. I feel like the 40.
What y'all gonna do at quarterback? You trust Jalen Hurts?
If Jalen Hurts is healthy, I think we'll be fine with him. I don't have a problem with that. I feel like with Jalen Hurts, he give us the best chance because Joe Flacco, he ain't been good since the Super Bowl he won in 2012.
Joe Flacco not gonna cut it.
Nah, and the thing is, we hear what Gardner Minshew. Come on, man. Like that's just the case if Jalen gets hurt. Gardner Minshew ain't playing for nobody, not for us anyway. I don't think he is.
Yeah, he's gonna be on number 2 over Flacco though.
But I do have us coming out first and then y'all second. But
Hey, I gotta respect it.
yeah, so the NFC West, that was the one everybody was like, oh no. I got the Seahawks and the Cardinals coming out. And everybody was like, the Cardinals, no. I feel like this year the Cardinals have to, because that coach is gonna be on the hot seat. You can't come in and say, hey, I can win with him, and then you draft him. Because remember, they had a first round quarterback before he got there.
I don't think the Seahawks are gonna be good this year.
They win with a lot
of players. I don't think they're gonna be good this year, man.
But that's their motto though. Like they get a bunch of no-name guys and let them ball out. Because who knew Richard Sherman before he came out of Stanford?
Which that's true, but then again, they all just work good together at the same time. Don't get me wrong, he shut it down his side of the field. So he's not following nobody.
Who thought that Cam Chancellor coming out of high school playing as a quarterback was going to be a great strong safety?
You know, I played against him at quarterback.
Yeah, he's a grown man. But I didn't think he was going to be a defender, though.
In high school, he was big. He wasn't even that big in high school. He was a skinny little dude. He had that thing out, though.
He still listed at 195, though.
Yeah, but, you know.
That's big for high school.
True.
Let me see. Earl Thomas, I didn't think he was going to be as good because he wasn't that tall. I was like, he's going to have to make up with speed.
Earl Thomas was pretty good at Texas, though, bro.
He was in there. I was like, could it translate? Because he's only 5'9".
It could have been a system thing, but he proved it won't.
Tell me about it. Like, I mean, I see him drop some cats. So like I said, I got the Seahawks and the Cardinals. Like I said, I feel like the Cardinals got to come out. This is just playing with house money. If you don't win, that coach on the hot seat, he getting up out of there. So the NFC North, I did change this because the Packers quarterback said he won't coming back. So I was like, so I had the Vikings coming out. So right now I have the Packers and the Bears with an asterisk beside it. I feel like the Vikings' third cousins is gonna let them down. I feel it. He's like that cousin at the family reunion, like nobody wants to talk about. So the NFC,
the Bears,
like I said,
they some suspect, man.
Are they better than the line?
They weapons, like who they got?
They better than the Lions, though.
They are. I agree.
Then, like I said, the third cousin's gonna let them down, so I think they're gonna come out by default.
They still got Dalvin Cook running that thing, though.
Yeah.
He's from Florida State, by the way.
I give you that. He better not pull a hamstring this year. I know that. He made me hot that year. I had him on my fantasy league. He pulled his hamstring.
Yeah.
So now the NFC South, everybody laughed at me, and I'm gonna prove everybody wrong. And I hope my man don't let me down. So I have the NFC South. I have the Bucks coming out number 1. Number 2, I have the Saints being led by Jameis Winston, which is another Florida State.
You already know. He got his eyes fixed now. He ain't got a squint. Oh, yeah.
I told people Jameis Winston was the greatest talent that didn't understand what he had. Because everybody was like, well, you know, he sucked. No, he don't. I said, you got to understand, what was the coaching like?
Right.
And then I was like, you got a 19-year-old dude coming out of Florida State early because he got in trouble. So he already has a maturity issue. And you just let him throw it 40 times a game. What did you think it was going to look like? Now he got good coaching. He got to sit behind Drew Brees for a year. And he got an offense that's going to be tailored to his strengths.
Right.
So I was like, hey, you know, James could throw that thing now. I don't care what nobody say. Like, he's still top 10 and throwing that thing.
He might have threw 30 picks, but he still threw 5,000 yards.
Thank you.
And imagine if some of them picks weren't picks, he would have shattered. I mean, it was picks, but if that 30 go to 20, he didn't threw for 5,500 yards.
So check this out. So I broke it down for somebody. I said, all right, so let's say it's 30 for 30, right? 5 of those automatically go to the receiver because it bounced off their hands for picks. So let's say that's 35 and 25, right? And then some of them, now one of them, I'm say 2, the dude ran the wrong route. And that was actually in the end zone. That's another pick. And I said, we got to also muster up that he was sacked the most out of any quarterback in the NFL that year. Still threw 5,000 yards. I told somebody, I said, if he threw 40-20 and 5,000 yards, he'd have been $100 million quarterback. But instead, he went 30 for 30. He ended up being sitting home.
Then his vision was like -10, -10. You can't see. I don't know how you play.
I only seen one dude vision worse than that. That's number 37 for the Cowboys. I can't remember his name.
Oh, what is he with the goggles?
Yeah, he got -200. I was like, boy, you might as well go ahead on and get an eye implant because I ain't never seen nobody vision that bad.
Right.
So you from the 757. So like this question that I asked, hopefully you didn't misinterpret it. Sometime like I'll be writing it fast. So the best player you have ever seen. Hold on, let me make sure I read it the way I sent it to you. So I said the best player that you faced in person.
As in DN or overall?
Overall, because you played both sides of the ball at times, right?
Yeah. We thought in high school I played or
all time.
The best person I actually played against. I want to say, let me see, can I give you both, one on each side of the ball? Let me think.
Okay. That's what I did.
Let me say this. When we played against Wesley in the playoffs at Wesley, the outside linebacker number 26, that dude can fly. Do you hear me?
Oh, I remember because he played one-on-one with Zoe.
Look, when I say he could fly, he could fly. He was pretty good. And I thought, let me tell you, when I played tackle, every week the coach would call me like, man, you got this DN, he's this and that. And I'd be like, cool. You know, like they had old boy from Greensboro, transferred from Cincinnati, D1, drum goal. Yeah. They showed me a play. He blew the stretch up. I thought took the lineman, ran him beat the double team, made the play in the backfield. They like, we can't run stretch to his side, to your side, because he played. I'm like, I got him. You know, I mean, played against him. He out there throwing up. I'm like, man, go to the, man.
He was out of shape. I remember that. Yeah.
Out there throwing up. Man, get out of my face.
First of all, anybody played Wesleyan, and when we got into peak season, when you see our coaches do this, lightning, you better be in shape, because if we don't let us get you on the heels, we're gonna call that all day long. Now, I ain't gonna lie.
Another player, he won Defensive Player of the Year.
Who?
From Wesley, the DN.
Oh, he was throwing up too. Yeah,
I thought he could be good too.
He was out of shape.
Either I'm great or they overrated. I don't know what it is.
Well, I mean, your accolades speak for itself. I'm with 2-time All-American. You know, even though you listed as a guard, but you know, hey, you know, it doesn't matter.
I didn't put it. I just not my fault. They had, look, CNU. They had the boy number 57. I can think of his name. He was he might have been number 3 in the nation in tackles for loss when we played him.
Yeah.
He might have had one, not on me. So I don't know what to tell you. Man, in fact, look, Lord forgive me. For the game, I was talking trash to his mama, his grandma. We were going to warm up. They walked back with their jersey on. I say, man, that's y'all son? That's y'all people? They like, yeah, he's done. I'm like, he sucks. He's not gonna do nothing today. You wasted your time coming see him play. That's what I told him. You know, but it is what it is. Hey.
Well, I remember those games because I remember Coach Morin used to show that tape to a couple cats that came after you, like, this is how you run the stretch. And I was like, hey, you know, the thing was that Frank Willis was actually the guy that had the luxury of trying to replace your shoes, which was Frank was a good tackle. But the thing was, we were used to you like, okay, he on the island. We got ass on this. All we got to do is worry about, you know, any pressure coming out the middle. So like I said, there was a big shoes for the field. It wasn't that he wasn't good. It was the fact that we know, hey, he got him. We ain't got to worry about that.
Right.
You know? So like I said, and he was a freshman playing. So like I said, that was tough.
Yeah.
So, but so you said you played. So it was 54.
The hardest person I played against. I say who I played against.
Mm-hmm.
That's like me and him. it was a kid from Maryville, my sophomore year, my first move to tackle. He had to be like a 6'4" lanky guy. The hard was he was so long. You know, I got short arm.
Yeah.
But I can't really get to him like I want to.
Yeah, that might be stop the punch.
Yeah, that was like that might be my toughest game. Now don't get me wrong, he got whooped too, but
well, let me ask you this. Those sacks that they counted against you, do you count them?
I only got one counted against me.
Well, let me ask you, because technically, you know, your boy rolled out and you did
it. That's not my both fun was that's what I'm talking about right there. Both fun was not my fault. If this is my job to keep him out here and he run to him, how was that on me?
And he's not a running quarterback.
Literally run to him. Ran right to his arm. How's that my fault? See, that's what I was trying to tell people. Y'all kidding me. I took the sack because I get grade 8 every time. I say I take that one. If y'all want to get it happened twice. The other one, he stepped up and ran to his arms. I'm like, bro, you making me look bad.
I remember I never forget, who was our right tackle then? No, you was our right tackle. So you was a tackle by the time I came and actually was playing quarterback. So you was the right tackle then.
Yeah,
we played against. Yeah, so technically I was a red shirt freshman. So all right. Hampton Sydney. You remember
they D-line pretty good.
So that was to me, like I said, looking at tape, that was the best D-line I had seen in a long time because they run a 3-3-5 and their 3D linemen stopped the run and the pass. No,
to be honest, they linebackers,
they can run.
White, they were pretty good. They were pretty good linebackers. They middles.
I was looking at the tape. I'm looking like,
was that my junior year?
No,
one year I didn't start against Hampton Sydney. I started at left tackle. Camille House was hurt. It might have been.
I think that was junior year.
Yeah.
So I remember my first year, all week. So it's me and Bo because it was like Cofield and Meeks was there, but it was like I need to play. So like I'm standing beside Bo, and we was like, yo, we're gonna go split strong right, waggle right. Now I can't remember if it was thicker or thinner. I can't remember, but I just knew the call for y'all was blue Bobby. So we're gonna give the hand a squirrel. We're gonna fake it to loop. We're gonna bootleg out. Zoe is in the squirrel is in the flats. Zoe is in the corner. Webb run the fade, and I think Brody hit the deep over. We never throw those routes because they run deep zones. All week we practice, throw it in the flats. Boom, we throw it to squirrel. Squirrel already had his hands ready. I called a player like, hey, cause we on the script like, hey man, you know, just like we practice, cool. Hey, I got to talk him up because I'm looking like I'm the backup. If he get hurt, well, we're gonna be in trouble. Yeah. I only knew like 10 plays. so I was like, all right. So then he gets out there, bootlegs out the first career pass of that game, which is his first pass, intercepted. And all I remember is Coach Willer. I look back up and he threw his hat almost through the stands. He was pissed. He was like, what did we talk about? So I'm gonna ask you this: on the stretch plays that we got beat on every time in that game, what was your responsibility? Was it to go to the backer or whoever was on top of you?
DN to the backer.
Okay.
It's always DN first.
So
but I'm gonna reach him every time though.
Gotcha. So why is it that they strung it out every time?
It's Zoe. Hey, it's me and Zoe. I was gonna
see if you gonna call a name.
Hey, we know. We all know. Hey, I don't know if he missed. I don't know.
But so in his defense, and it should have been switched. We should have just instead of going double tight, we were going 12 personnel. We're going with the Y and the H.
Is that the one when they come over like Zoe already on the line, the other one come like an H back and that like that? Yeah. Oh, well, that's definitely my fault then.
Yeah, but they was always saying, oh, he's crossing your face. But so this is what the problem was. They walked down an extra defender every single time. We still run into it. We never audibled out of it. I'm like, yo, why don't we just run? I forget what it's called now. It was fake the stretch, and we bootleg out to the opposite side, and Revel is coming through the backfield as he gonna block the defensive end. He's going to the flat.
Oh yeah.
You know why he didn't call it? because it was the first week of the season. He's not going to show his hand. I'm looking like, come on, dog. Like if we won the first 2 games, we're going to get a better seed in the playoffs.
We got a home playoff game.
Yeah, but
so we gonna beat we gonna win the conference.
Absolutely. So the best player I ever played against. So I had to play defense a little bit in high school. Like I was a backup outside linebacker. I was like, I ain't getting hurt doing this. So like most of the time I'm looking like, I know my plays, cool. I'm playing against Northeastern. I'm in high school. And the starting outside linebacker goes down, he gets hurt. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
My camera now?
Yeah.
Oh.
But so Deronte McNeil is the running back, and they always joke me because they knew anybody that was close to him and knew how I felt about this dude. He was a grown man, 6'2", 215 as a junior, and he rushed for like 1,600. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess he could graduate next year. Wrong. He the same year I was. So this year we got to play him again. Now he's 6'2", 230 in high school.
Oh my!
I'm looking like, bro, we ain't even got a defender outside of D line is just that big, and he punished people. Like if you at the sideline, he's not stepping out of bounds. He gonna put his helmet in your chest.
Right.
And we had a guy that said, hey, I could play anywhere. He transferred out, went to a rival school, and he was put on the highlight reel the week before we played. I'm looking like, God. So I'm like, all right, Deronte, cool. I'm on special teams, so I'm good. And the outside linebacker goes down. He picks the pass off and hurt his shoulder. So now I got to play. I'm looking like, bro, against the best running back I've seen in a while. Some guys are shifty. Some guys are strong. This dude ran about 4'5", 4'6", and he was strong as an ox. So I come off outside linebacker hard. Boom. I got 2 options to take on the guard or take on him. Guess what? I made the easier choice. I took on the guard and turned him inside. It was one play that I did catch him in open field with just me, him, and Jesus. We out there. He's running. I see him. He see me, and his eyes are bloodshot red from sweat. And he get right to hit me with the Derrick Henry stiff arm. I slip on the dew of the grass. He goes to stiff arm me. I slip. He misses me, and I hit him in his shins and drop him.
Make the tackle. Make the tackle. Look at God.
I got up looking like, what happened? They were smacking on him. Okay, Rick. To this day, no, unless and when this airs, everybody will know. But to this day, I never had any intentions of tackling him one-on-one. He was a grown man. I think he ended up making it pro as a fullback because he went to Elizabeth City, and then he went pro and played fullback a little bit. So on defense, now I looked at defenders, and I look at like even in practice, with this game of practice, who gave me the most trouble? It didn't matter who was in front of me, especially when I was under the center. It was Leron Boykins. And everybody was like, well, Leron was that dude. I don't care how people personally felt about him. He gave every center I had problems.
And when Foleyville went to DN his senior year, when he was inside, he couldn't get blocked one-on-one.
No.
He dominated.
Yes.
He literally took over games.
I remember when I saw him on film, he was like 265, 270. He was working people. Now, I remember when he got up to about 290, and he was like, he used to give out of gas. And he took that semester off and came back in shape. And he went to DN.
Man, look, after his last year, he was in Virginia Beach with his training. Mm-hmm. And I seen him, he was in shape.
Yeah.
And I said, he could fly. He could fly, cuz. That's my dog. I'm not being biased though.
Yeah, I remember I bootlegged out in practice one day. I give the hand, and I was pretty good at faking it because I wasn't that fast. I ran 4.6. I give the hand as if most people fall for it. I come out the bootleg. He right here. I'm looking like, come on, cuz. Nobody touched him. But
you can see it on film.
Him.
He'll run the stuff down from the nose guard. Like it's on film. I'm not making this up.
Go look it up.
Look. He went to the Hall of Fame. He got a Hall of Fame induction in October for a reason.
Yes, sir.
He was an All-American for a reason, like a good reason.
As a nose guard.
Yeah.
That's hard to do. Like he had the most, I think, tackle for loss as a D lineman, if I'm mistaken, that year.
Yeah. He was up there. He won the top of the nation at nose guard.
Exactly. But yeah, but I say, like I said, Leron Boykin was probably the best defender I've seen. I see some guys that can run around and play safety, but when I figured out how to like manipulate defenders, especially in the secondary, like I said, a lot of them still gave me trouble. Like only defender that I played against that gave me problems was Dwayne Hollis in the secondary. Now, I did throw a couple pick sixes to him, but this is why. He was able to do things that I hadn't seen. Like he'll play and show cover 3 and he really be a man. And I'm thinking I'm going to throw a bench route, which is a 10-yard out across his face. He breaks on it, tiptoes down the sideline. Oh, Black Betty. I'm looking like, yo, how he get there?
And Lulu could fly.
Yeah. I still think he ran the 4.32.
If anybody run a 4.3, I believe he did.
Yeah. He was quick.
4.4 for sure. Easily 4.4.
Easy.
For sure.
Easy.
If somebody told me he ran a 4.3 something, I would believe it.
I definitely do. But I feel like he was in the secondary. Like I said, it was other guys that were good, like Stewie. But certain things inside that scheme, I could throw it here and get rid of Stewie. But I was like, Dwayne gave me problems because I couldn't figure out what he was in. So I had to get smarter and figure out what defense they were in by way everybody else lined up. I couldn't look at him. But yeah, so can you tell everybody your Instagram handles or your PlayStation handles that you play Madden on, if you still play?
I don't even play. I ain't played the game in so long. I might get back up there though, because I think my Cowboys will be pretty good. So I might get back up there. I can't play with anybody else. I'm a true Cowboys fan.
Okay, I thought about getting back into it. Last time I played was like 2020, so I may.
I think I played a little bit last year. I might have got like the demo or something on the phone, but
I think
I don't really have time for it like I used to. I'm a family man now.
Yeah, I definitely understand because I tell Molly, hey, I'm about to do a video. I get you in a few. So I about to say, hang on once we end the show. I got a couple more jokes to crack with you, and I'm gonna explain, try to do part 2 one day with you. Everybody, this is Anthony Moore Jr., 2-time All-American for North Carolina Wesleyan College. I'm your host, Stanley, and we are out of here.
Trying to get a lot of dough. Anything is possible. Turn me up in the headphone.
Sounds right.
Yeah. Trying to get a lot of dough and dirt through all the obstacles, cause anything is possible. Yeah. Oh man, I got a lot of gold. Stack that bread and vomit nose. Anything is possible. Yeah.